So you were talking about integrity, about honesty in public service. You were a former party list representative.
Yeah, councilor at least.
And Congress just recently issued rules to, to, to prevent access, to restrict access to their statements of assets and liabilities. Are you in favor of
No,
this
I don't
rule?
agree with that because public office is a public trust. So everything should be transparent. When we go into public office, should be ready to be open. No, everything. The people has the right to ask for any, even the smallest question. We should be very transparent.
You read the rules. You read the
Network,
rules.
kasi actually I've been top 100 or top 50 taxpayer for the past 15 years. So my tax record is open in public. No, I pay around 35 to 40 million a year in taxes.
Wow.
So
Well, they own a construction.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you nagano na kayo, di ba? Nag-divest?
Yeah, nag-divest
Yes.
ako before I ran. So it's
Okay.
now, yeah. And I pay correct taxes, so my net worth, maybe
You have nothing to hide.
nothing to hide in short.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you read the
1 to
rules
billion.
on the restrictions that they imposed, which they actually said were not restrictions.
Yeah, but you know, like, it's frustrating.
And my income is so small.
It's
Mga microphone na nakabukas.
Sorry po na-distract po kami sa network.
Kami, we hide it because it's too small.
I feel disappointed and frustrated.
Okay.
You know, like, it's really, I don't know how they do it, but I cannot do it. No, if I will be there, I cannot do it. I will be transparent. Public office, public trust, we should be accountable to the people.
When you were in Congress, were you opened your SALN?
I don't even get my salary. I give it to all institutions, foundations.
What was your party list?
Alam. Ang lakas ng
Yeah, I know, but
kooperatiba.
what was the sector that it was
Cooperatives.
serving?
Promoting cooperativism, not a sector, but promoting cooperativism as a way of life for every Filipino. Because I believe that cooperativism is the way that we can uplift
Okay.
the people.
Ako po may tanong ako. Do you think that the party list system should get back to what it was
Oh, yes,
originally
it should
was?
be.
In other words, should your party list be disqualified among other I mean, should we go back to a sectoral, marginalized sector representation?
Because
I
you're not a
would-
farmer, so
No, yeah,
or
but-
you're not
yeah.
a
Oh, what a
cooperative.
taxpayer.
I was part in
advocate.
cooperativism.
Yeah.
So I think the Constitution has to be strictly followed, should really be for marginalized. In my case, I was promoting cooperativism as a way of life. Although I did not come from the cooperative sector, but I was promoting cooperativism. So that time, Comelec allowed me. Because when they tested me and questioned me, I said, I'm promoting cooperativism. I do not represent the cooperative sector, but cooperativism. So it became a marginalized sector at that time, in 1998. Actually, 95 pa yun kasi na namin eh.
So do you agree now with that?
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
diba,
It
should it be strict that
Yeah.
it should
Of
go
course,
back
of course.
to marginalized
It's not
sector?
the way it should be today. It should go back to the original concept. It should really represent the poor, the marginalized, the sector enumerated.
Including the nominee.
Meaning the nominee should be a
Including the
member of
Including
The
the...
nominee should be representing the sector.
No, I mean-
yes, sir. But the interpretation now is that you can represent the sector without being part of the
Yes,
sector.
that's a Supreme Court
That's an
decision.
advocacy.
Not only that,
Yeah, he
the
doesn't agree
ruling
with
now
that.
is you don't even need to represent a sector.
correct.
It can just be an advocacy.
To me, that with due respect to the Supreme Court, that was more of a political decision rather than a judicial decision. So it has to be revisited and reviewed. Somebody has to file a case again.
Yes, sir. But if you believe that now, did you believe it then when you were running under Alam Party
During
list?
our time kasi, mahigpit pa eh. During our time, the community was really very strict. The ones that time who ran, if you look at the record, were all really marginalized.
No, but some
No,
people
but
would
that's
say that
about it.
even you should not have,
No,
even
but-
Alab should not have qualified
that
as a
time kasi,
marginalized sector.
Remember, in the law kasi, political parties can actually join the party list. Organizations can actually join the party list as long as you are advocating an idea
Yes.
that is for
Yes, sir.
marginalized.
I think that was,
Hindi
for,
lang
that
naman
was a
sector.
later decision by the Supreme Court. Kasi there was a big hullabaloo over how to interpret it, whether the party list members should be part of the marginalized sector,
yeah.
or whether they should only advocate for the marginalized sector.
Did you run
In your particular
after the Supreme
No,
Court decision
we were the first
or
one
before?
98. We were the first batch.
Ah,
wala pang
so
decision
after
nun.
nga.
Oh, before
Before.
kami.
Ah, before.
So even
Oh,
then, wala palang
kaya
restrictions
nga.
sa nominee.
So walang
At that time,
restriction. So,
that time, the Comelec was strict. That time, during the hearing, talaga mahigpit sila noon. So, I agree. I mean, the party system really has to be revisited. It has to become stricter if we need to have it still in our constitution, in our
Do you think it can be abolished?
It can be abolished.
Yep.
To me, I think the best thing is to abolish it already.
Yes.
Kasi
Okay,
it's
that's better.
duplicity of
Okay.
functions.